Hey everybody, we got a little short video for you today, just a little add-on addendum to a video that we've already shot and presented to you guys. Caitlin, the editor-in-chief, and I explored, discovered, documented, and filmed the site of SANITA Hills in Whaley Lake, Dutchess County, New York, just a short while ago. We went in search of the mystery switch off the main line where the elevated railway cars were offloaded, the ones from New York City, Fiorello and Carey. And they were transported up here to Whaley Lake onto the mystery switch, and they were reused and set up as vacation cabins for the sanitation workers and their families. Today, Terry and I will be returning to the site of the lost mystery switch because we think we've found it. We think we found definitive answers to the questions that have been burning in my mind, and I'm sure some of yours. Ready to resume the search with tools in hand. Here we go. Come along with us, share the adventure. You ready? Let's go. All right, guys and gals, I want you to see firsthand, we came back. We came back to the Whaley Lake region right here. Terry, Kathy, and I have discovered definitive 100% proof of where the siding was. You are standing on it, Terry. You hear that? That is it. The rails are still in place. Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia and William Carey, these guys were spot on. We're going to continue. What we did was we found ties. Here's one, moss covered tie. And I know this camera is not going to do it justice, but we have 100% definitive proof. Here's another one right here, that when they ripped the siding up back there where the switch was, this is the siding of where they offloaded. They would back in, as we've read and documented, 3 to 6 rail cars at once, possibly more, because this siding is longer than I had thought. And then they would drag them uphill up into place. Terry has found the iron rails of the siding. There it is, right there. Wow. Now the other one's got to be that way. I'm gonna go see if I can find it. Turning you off for a second. All right, kids, we're back here at Whaley Lake on the former New Haven line, main line, right out there. This will be part 2, an update on the SANITA Hills, New York City Sanitation Department camp that they had here in the mid-40s to the late 50s with the Pullman cars that got brought up. We're in search of the hidden switch. We have found evidence. Way down there in the first video is where we found where the switch was. We followed our line up. We actually found this. Yes, indeed. You are looking at the rails of the siding. So today what we did was we brought our Garrett AT Pro with us. We got Terry hard at work up there. We went down, we set it for 0 discrimination, and we found the 2 spots about 8 to 10 inches down where the rails are, where this rail continues on up into there. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to get you set up on a tree branch here and show you a little bit of the digging we're going to do here. Okay. See him?
Gotta be 20 feet.
We got quite a bit exposed here.
You think they would have anything longer back there?
There's where we started. Nah, they would have had 10s and 20s back then, especially for sidings. Sidings, they used what they could. Especially the fact that this was a, you know, non-authorized siding, so to speak. But we do have it here. Right here. So from here across, 4 foot 8.5 inches, standard gauge. Oh boy. There he is.
Huh?
All right, way back down there by my Carhartt, where we started digging. We got rail here in this hole, and looky, we got the end right here. That's the end of the line. We're about, Terry, how deep?
18 inches.
18 inches down, right here. 18 inches down. We're currently tracking that piece back. There's a big old maple tree there, sugar maple. It looks to be about 50, 60 years old, rotten on the bottom. So we don't think the line goes much past that. We do think we're at the end here. And the gradient goes up to the point where we've now got choice A, choice B. Did the dozers with their flat trailers back down here and hook on to one of the rail cars here and pull it up that way? Or, I'll walk backwards with you here. There we got rail down in there. See if you can see it right there. And we've got it down here. We've also got it right there. We've got it there. And more importantly, we've got it right here. There's a good shot on how we got it right there and there. And now you can see this is the siding for the wood-bodied rail cars from either the 9th Avenue, the 2nd Avenue, the 7th Avenue, or most recently brought it to our attention, the 3rd Avenue elevated railway in the Bronx. And here it is, definitive proof. You can see right there, and way up that way there's Terry up there. Let me go up and spot him. So kids, what you're looking at are the steel rails from the siding
Consumed by a maple tree.
consumed by this big old gnarly sugar maple here in Whaley Lake. There's the lake. Terry and I just got done sweating our, well, tuchuses off. We are probably down, how deep? 20 inches?
18, 20 inches.
18 to 20 inches deep. And there's the other side. There's 4 feet, 8.5 inches between the two of them. Standard gauge. Standard gauge rail. It goes all the way back down. Let me turn this back on. All the way back down towards those Carhartts I got hanging up. That's not a strange guy standing down there. Those are my Carhartts. Let's walk down here. We'll get a glimpse of that one. Here it is. We'll walk down this way. Now, I will tell you, we are walking. This is a heck of a grade. So it was almost like a little bump yard track where they would probably come off the track down there off the main line at the switch onto this siding, and it ran a good uphill grade to somewhere up around where Terry's squatting down up there.
About 4 foot higher than the track.
Probably 4 feet plus or minus higher than the tracks themselves. There it is, right there. Right there. Okay. And most impressively is this. There you go. That is the absolute verifiable, undeniable siding from Fiorello LaGuardia and William Carey, New York City siding here at Whaley Lake to offload the Pullman cars, Pullmanettes as they were affectionately known, to house the New York City sanitation workers and their families on their vacations. Now, that's a nice clean break. So my question is, why did they leave this section of rails? And we assume ties, we haven't gone down deep enough. And why'd they pull out from the switch all the way to here? This is probably a length of rail that they've left. 40 feet, Terry? What do you think this total length is that we just exposed today? 45 feet, Terry says. We're only 5 feet off amongst friends, but here it is. So, when we clean up a little bit and we catch our breath, I'll do a little small dictorial on what this is and what this was and why we came back to film it. Okay? Okay. I hope you enjoyed watching us discover and dig out these pretty historic rails today. We did fill the holes back in with some dead ash logs, so actually no one can say we're not concerned about our fellow rail enthusiasts. If you do venture to this site, please respect it. We did have permission to park where we parked in order to do what we did. We brought to light a lost and forgotten siding that performed a very vital and interesting job so many years ago. Ties to Whaley Lake, ties to New York City. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all on the next one here at Lost Railbeds.